Hey guys, it's Lori. I just wanted to talk about a couple of weird things that happened yesterday. Yesterday I had a weird vibe. Like in the evening time, I had this weird vibe. I don't know, like something weird was going on. Well, I heard some sirens, which that's not really the weird part. I heard some sirens and it sounded like they stopped kind of close by my house. So I walk outside and I can see that it's not at my boys. It's not at my boys' apartment because I can see that from my house. It wasn't there, so I walked to the corner because my mom just lives like right around the corner from me. Walked down to the corner and it wasn't at her house either. I didn't see him anywhere, so I'm like, okay. So I turned around, walked back home, and on my way back home, I noticed my neighbor's vehicle had the doors were hanging open on it. I'm like, well, that's really strange. And the inside, like the dome light stuff wasn't on. So now with my van, at least, if you open the doors and leave them open for a few minutes, the lights inside shut off. So I'm thinking, well, it looks like the door's probably been hanging open for long enough for the lights to shut off. So, and the man's car was gone, so he had already left for work. So that means that the woman was in there with the kids, and I saw lights on and stuff, but I'm thinking, it's dark outside. I really don't understand why that is hanging open like that. I mean, I kind of hung out and walked real slow, walked back and forth a couple times to see if maybe somebody was, I don't know, had something in there, that groceries or something that they were bringing in. I'm like, no, I don't think so, not this time of night. But anyway, I ended up knocking on her door, and she came to the door, and I said, hey, your car door is hanging open. Railroad tracks. So she went out there and checked, and everything looked fine. She apparently had some money laying in the center, like console or whatever, and she said it was still there. But it's kind of a mystery how her door got open. We did have some people breaking into cars around town. Now, it's been several months ago now, but they were leaving the doors hang open, I'm assuming, so that you didn't hear the door close and go out and see what's going on. But I thought maybe somebody broke into her vehicle. So anyway, everything seemed to be fine, but it's really strange, and she says it's very strange that her door was hanging open too. Who knows? I don't know, but that was one thing. And I already had a weird vibe going on anyways, like something's weird. So then I go inside and I'm like, I told John, I said, oh, I forgot, I need gas, and I didn't want to have to get gas before work today. So I like to do it the night before, just fill up my gas tank, and I didn't feel like doing it. Like last time I drove home from work or whatever, I didn't feel like stopping at the gas station, so I just went home. Anyways, I said I'm going to run up to the gas station really quick and just get some gas. I'll be right back. And I was standing there talking to him for a couple minutes, and where I was standing, I was getting ready to leave. So I was kind of like in our living room, and you can see like the stairways right there, and the TV wasn't on or anything because he was in the kitchen, but I was kind of standing there in the doorway, which was right in front of the stairway, really, and talking to him. Like I said, the living room was completely dark, no lights, no TV on, nothing. So I left, went and got gas, came back, and when I came back, the living room was still dark, but the upstairs light was on. And the only thing that's up there is 2 bedrooms that are never used anymore because it's just me and John there now. Our bedroom's downstairs. And Hayden's bedroom's downstairs too. So nobody ever goes upstairs, really. Very rarely. Except the cats. And they can't turn the light on. So I'm like, were you upstairs? And he said, no. Why? And I said, well, the light's on. He says, well, why is the light on? I said, well, I don't know. Was Chase here? Because I had just talked to Brendan. My phone's crooked. I had just talked to Brendan on the phone, and he wasn't even in town. He was off doing some shopping. Him and his buddy went somewhere. They weren't even in town. And so he's like, I don't think Chase was here. I've kind of been sitting here the whole time. So I ended up, what's this guy waiting on? So I ended up calling Chase, or texting Chase, and he's like, no, he was at his girlfriend's house. So I'm like, how did the light get on? I have no idea. I'm like, you go up and shut it off. I'm not doing it. That's creepy. So I made John go up and shut it off. He says, nothing looks weird up there or anything, so I don't know. Isn't it weird? I think it's super weird. Like, why would the light just turn on? For no reason. Nobody was up there. Was there? Alright, so anyways, there was my weird stories for the day. A little story time for you. So what do you guys think? Is that weird or what? I think it's super weird. Alright, so just a little quick story time today for some weird things from last night. All right, that's going to be everything. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.